Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can make some hair in Unreal Engine 4. So this looks pretty cool as you can see. And if you want to download this project file, you can go to my Patreon page. So I'll leave a link down in the description. So first off, you can open Unreal Engine and you can make a third-person template project. So this is a basic third-person template setup. So now we want to attach the hair to our character. For that, we are going to need the character mesh. So under the mannequin folder, under the character, under the mesh, we are going to right-click on the mannequin skeletal mesh and we are going to export this. So the export settings are somewhere under the asset actions and export. So this mesh is basically for our reference. So just export it as an FBX file. Okay, so this is exported successfully. Now it's time to open a Blender and import it. Now make sure that you're using Blender version 2.9 and above, because this only works in Blender version 2.9, and import FBX, and we are going to bring in the FBX file in Blender. Leave everything to the default settings and import the FBX model. So here we have the skeletal mesh. Now it's time to make the hair. So first select the skeleton and we are going to hide that. And if you ever get confused, you can go in the hierarchy, and as you can see, this is the mesh and the root component is the skeleton. So just hide that. Okay, so now that we have our mesh isolated, we can start working on our hair, and we are going to make the hair using vertex groups. So what I'm going to do is press the tab key to go in the edit mode, number pad 1 to go in the front view, and we are going to select the faces on which we want our hair particle system. I'm going to hit B on my keyboard to box select, and you can select these faces. So basically we are going to create a polygon mask, and this mask will influence the hair particle system. After you have selected your faces, what you need to do is you need to go under the vertex groups and hit that plus button. And that is going to create a vertex group. And you can rename this vertex group to hair. Now a vertex group is simply a group of polygons in Blender, and make sure that you press that assign button. That is quite important. And in order to check whether the faces are correctly assigned to the vertex group, you can deselect and select, and that will make sure that the vertex group is correctly set up. After the vertex group, we are going to go under the particles tab and add a new particle system. Change the particle type from emitter to hair. And under the vertex groups, in the density, we are going to choose our hair vertex group. And there you go, the hair particles are only defined in the region that we specified. Now there are a lot of settings here, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to keep it simple. So you can increase the particle number. I'm going to increase it to something like 4000. You can change the hair length also. And as you can see, the hair particles are also appearing on the face, and we don't want that. So we can easily remove additional hair particles by using the weight paint mode. There are a lot of brushes here. We are going to select the subtract brush and we are going to just click to subtract the areas. So the red parts have the most influence and the blue parts will have zero influence. Now the fun part, we are going to style our hair. So Blender gives us a lot of options when it comes to making hair. I'm going to select the first brush, the comb tool, and you can press your F key to increase the radius of the brush and just click to comb your hair. You can create various types of hairstyles. So this is quite powerful. I'm going to create a basic hairstyle. Now I'm going to use the puff tool, and the puff tool is really quite powerful. Once you are done with the hair, you can go to the object view, and now we are going to add some children. So in the particles tab, under the children, you can select the interpolated type, and as you can see, we have a lot of hair. So make sure, this is quite important, make sure that the display amount and the render amount are set to the same number, because by default the display value is set to 100. That means that Blender will spawn 100 particles for each particle. That is a lot, and Unreal Engine will crash. I'm gonna set the display amount and the render amount to 2. You can also turn on the long hair option. So now our hair looks good. You can do some additional things, but I'm gonna keep it simple. So now we are going to export this, and before exporting you need to check one important thing. Under the particle systems, you can just search for show emitter and make sure that show emitter is turned off. If this is on, things will not work, so make sure that the show emitter is turned off. And now we can export this. I'm going to unhide my skeleton. So to export this, select the mesh first and shift select the skeleton. So the mesh is selected first and the skeleton is selected at last. Under the file, export, and we are going to export this as an Alembic file. And we are going to change the scale to 100. And we are going to change the end frames to 1 because we only need 1 frame. We are going to turn off use instancing. You can turn on the selected objects, turn off the renderable objects, and turn on the visible objects. Now under the UVs, I'm going to turn off UVs and normals, we don't need those. And under the particle systems, make sure that export hair and export particles are selected. So after you have changed your settings, you can give it a name and you can export this. Back in Unreal Engine, we are going to import our hair particles. But before importing that, we are going to go under the settings and plugins, and we are going to search for Groom. Make sure that the Alembic Groom importer and the Groom add-ons are turned on, and if this is not turned on, you cannot use the hair feature in Unreal Engine. After you turn those on, you can right click and import the Alembic file. And if you have done everything correctly, you will see a green valid symbol. So now Unreal Engine has imported this, and as you can see, the orientation of our model is not quite right. So we are going to re-import this quickly, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So right click and re-import with new file. Select the same file, open, and now in the rotation, we are going to give it a rotation of 90 degrees on the x-axis, and we are going to flip the scale on the y-axis. So we are going to change that to -1. And as you can see, we have fixed the problem. So now there are a lot of settings right here, and I'm going to change them quickly. So you can change the hair thickness by hair width, and you can change the root thickness by the root scale, and you can change the tip width by the tip scale. So this is quite self-explanatory. Now in the physics tab, we are going to enable physics, enable the simulation, and leave everything to the default settings. So now our Groom asset is done. It's time to apply this asset to our character. Open up the character blueprint. We are going to select the mesh and add a component called Groom. So under the Groom component, we have two things. We have the Groom asset and we have a binding asset. So every Groom hair particle system should have a binding asset. So right click, create binding. And in the target skeleton mesh, you can choose this SK mannequin skeleton. So after you have created this binding asset, this hair is linked with the skeleton of this character. So now back in our character blueprint, select the binding asset and select the Groom asset. And as you can see, our character has some hair. So now I'm going to show you how you can change the color of this. So for changing the color, we'll need a material. So right click, add a material, and we're going to call this hair material, something like that. And now I'm just going to make a simple material. So I'm going to add a vector parameter, and this will control the base color. Now in the color, I'm going to change it to a blue color. Okay, so we have a blue diffuse material, but we need to do some additional things. So select the output node, and in the material, you need to change the shading model to hair, and this is quite important. And there is one more setting that you need to change. So if you scroll down, you need to turn on used with hair strands. After that, go to your groom asset, and in the material, we'll add a new material slot, and we're going to select our hair material. And there you go. By default, it is already working. So if you have more materials, you can select them like that. So there you go. This is how easy it is to make some hair simulations in Unreal Engine. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. It helps a lot. Thank you for all the support on Patreon. Subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.